Having worked with people with autism for a number of years, I know a number of mistakes that people often make and things that can make a dramatic improvement in people's lives. So in this video, we're going to be talking about 10 mistakes people who support people with autism often make and what you can do to do this. This will also help anyone who's on the spectrum too. My name is Craig Kahn, and I've got it going on. This is TeamAutismpedia, where we're dedicated to educating you about autism, how you can improve the lives of people with autism. If you're interested in this type of content, please consider subscribing so you get our latest videos. The first mistake is not getting a diagnosis. Not having all the particulars may not be a bad thing, but if you have an official formal diagnosis, especially for children who are younger, then they can get certain benefits that can help them and improve their trajectory in life. And even someone who has autism, that will give you a lot of a background of what to work on to help you and understanding of what's going on. Whereas if you didn't realize that you were on the spectrum, then or didn't have it figured out, then you would have to guess a little bit more, and you wouldn't be able to look at the examples of other people who already have those same problems. The second mistake, which goes on the first one, is that you don't work on getting early intervention. With people with autism, it's a developmental disability, which means that a lot of the challenges they have and things that they're not good at, they can improve on. But it's best to do it when they're young. So looking at getting a diagnosis will allow you to, in most developed countries, get resources that like physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech pathology, or whatever things are deemed right by whoever deems them right, to make sure that your child or whoever it is can get more resources. So it's very important in that case. It's not to say that people who are older can't improve. I've improved a lot. I have a video talking about a number of things I've improved later in life, and people also can do that. So don't give up. But the biggest thing is to work on improving while kids are young. The third mistake is not focusing on their interests. People with autism interests is often a way to help motivate them and get them to do things that are good for them, or even help them find opportunities. I know there was a guy I worked with years ago, and no one could work with him. But I looked at what is he interested in, what motivates him. He loved animals, and he was a teenage boy. So what did I do? I took him to the zoo, and I took him to the Nintendo World store, which he loved, and I also loved too. So if you find out what someone's interests are, then you can motivate them to do other things and even interact with other people and even find opportunities for them later on in life. And so try to focus on those interests and understand them. The fourth thing is that people with autism need to have friends in there. It may not be something that they gravitate to easily, but it is something that you can help them with if you support people with autism. Let me tell you what I mean. It's not that you force them to go to people and do that. No, you help them find things there. You find out their interests. They start liking Dungeons & Dragons, you find a group that does Dungeons & Dragons. You find what their interest is or things that matter to them, and then you do that. Or you encourage them, you put them in groups, and you see how they like it, and then you keep trying to help them find something that they enjoy. Even though people with autism don't gravitate to people, it's an important thing to have those people in their lives, because you need friends and people to support you. So that's something that's important to help people with autism with. The fifth thing is having a support system for yourself. Maybe this is a community for yourself too, or being with other people who support autism people yourself. It's important to not do this alone. It takes a village to raise a child, and an autistic child definitely needs a lot more work than that. So it's good to have other people there to help you and just keep you going and maybe even share ideas and all that. So make sure you find something for yourself because you also matter. And by having you be in a good mental state, you'll be able to help that person with autism even more. The sixth mistake is that people don't encourage the person with autism to try to learn a skill. A lot of people say, oh, go to college, you'll get a job. That's not how things work these days. The biggest thing that can help someone get a job is helping them get a skill. Find a passion, find something that they can work on and do that. And they'll have so many more opportunities and they're not going to be competing against as many people. I know just having my YouTube channel helped me get the current job I have, and it helped me get better pay by having an office job. So if you find and help someone with autism find a skill, then they can live a better life. And even also on non work skills, helping them learn the skills to live and do that, then that can make a big difference. I know there was a guy I worked with years ago who uh, was in his 40s and he didn't know how to use a washer or dryer, and he didn't know how to use a microwave and all that. But we worked with him and we taught him those things, and he gained the ability to take care of himself more and not have to rely on other people, which is a powerful thing. The seventh mistake is that you don't keep pushing them. Like I was just mentioning, there was a guy in his 40s who never learned the skills of washing and drying his clothes and doing cooking and all that. You don't have to wait till they're so much older. Always look at teaching, pushing them, and encouraging them to do more. Don't just say, "Oh, you're good the way you are." Always encourage them to say, "Are you the best you can be? Can you do more hope tomorrow? Let's see what you can do. Let's see if you can get to higher heights." If you there's a saying that if you believe you can, and you can, and if you believe you can't, you can't. So make sure to believe in them and show them that they can do many great things and push them to do those great things. The eighth mistake is not helping out with relationships with someone with autism because autistic people's weakness is social skills. It's what we often have trouble with in there. So if you can help us try to understand things, or like if we're getting in a relationship, try to make sure that there's someone there that can talk to us about things, because you'd be surprised. A lot of people with autism, including myself, there's certain things that may seem basic that we make mistakes with in there. And just like I've said in a number of other videos, that autism is a developmental disorder, and it's something that people can learn. It's not, oh, they're destined to make those mistakes all the time. No, it takes a lot of work, and people even who are not on the spectrum often have relationship problems. So it's important to try to help know that that's a weakness and make sure that they can be put in a place where they can succeed in relationships. The ninth mistake is not preparing for after school. For a number of people who have children or younger people who are on the spectrum, after school is not going to look like what it is for a lot of the rest of us. A lot of these people may need to be into rehabilitation centers, may join other homes and all that for people with disabilities. And it's an important thing to figure that out, because it's going to be a change for those people, and it's important to try to find out what will work best for that person. So take the time to figure out what it is, talk to other people who are in those places, and find out what you need to make it so that whoever you support who has autism will have a good and successful time after school is over. The last mistake is that people don't think about what's going to be after they're gone. Unfortunately, it's a reality of life that people eventually meet their end, and it's important that, especially if someone is on the low functioning side of autism, that they have there's a plan in place to help make them successful. Like maybe being living in a group home, or having family that will live with them or take care of them. And even if someone is higher functioning, maybe there are certain things that they may not be able to take care of, and maybe it's good to just have a plan or have a will, so that whatever plans you want to have happen will actually happen. So make those plans. Are there any mistakes that I didn't put in this video that you thought of? Please put them in the comments, and check out another video.